Hi friends, it's your art teacher, Miss Barnett, and in this week's lesson called Beyond the Frame, we've been learning about how artists can be really intrigued and create interesting pictures that show life from inside of a space through a window into the exterior of our world. So, we've talked about a couple of these paintings, but I wanted to show you another painting by the surrealist artist Rene Magritte, which is right here. Um, Rene Magritte loves to play with our ideas of what is real. So if you look very closely here, you'll notice that there is some legs here that look like they would go on a standing easel that an artist would use to put a canvas on to paint. But instead of a canvas, he's used the frame of the window to create the borders of our picture or our canvas or what the artist would paint. So there's a lot of different ways and styles that artists explore pictures with frames, interior and exterior spaces in them. And we're going to do that today as well. So we are going to have the window, of course, in our picture. You should include the frame of the window, which is kind of like the box that the glass sits in. So there's a frame. There's a frame. You might want to include things like drapes or curtains. You can have your window closed or open. It's your choice. You should also include the interior of the room. So you could put a person in it. It could, like these two pictures have people. The Magritte does not. So there's a variety of ways you could put a person in. You couldn't, but you should show the space in the room inside of your picture as well as the exterior or the outside of your picture, the outside of the building in the background. So I want you to choose, you can do a real view or an imagined one. You can take a couple of minutes and sketch, do some thumbnailing if you would like. And then when you finish your thumbnailing, we're going to get a piece of tag board to paint on. You could either use markers, crayons, or oil pastels. And then we're going to use tempera cakes or tempera paint to finish our drawing and create a beautiful painting. So I'm going to get started on mine and you can watch. You might also want a ruler today to help you create those straight lines that make a window. So I'm going to get started. Here we go. All right, kiddos, so we have a couple of things that we need to decide. Are we going to draw horizontally or vertically? Is the interior of the room going to be most of the picture? Or is the outside of the building, the exterior, going to be most of the picture? And the way that we're going to decide that is how big the window is. So the bigger the window is, the more of the outside we're going to see. The smaller it is, the more of the inside of the room we're going to see. So I'm going to get started and you can watch. Here we go. All right, friends, so I've finished my initial sketch. I've created my window, my frame. I've added some interior here. I decided to add a cat and a table in. And then I also thought about what the view was outside of the window. So now I'm going to get the drawing media I would like to use, or you could use paint. It's really your choice. You could also combine and do a mixed media project for this. If you have any questions about what might and might not work together, please let me know and I can help you problem solve that. So I think today I'm going to use oil pastels and some paint. So I'm going to get started and you can watch. Here we go. I forgot to mention this as well. You might want to think about your color choices here as you're developing this picture. If we look at a lot of our examples in this unit, the artists have either used warm colors on the inside and cool colors outside, or cool colors inside and warm colors outside to kind of break up the space so it's easier for the viewer to tell the difference between inside and outside. So kind of take those things into consideration. Just a quick review in case you forgot what warm and cool colors are. If we look at our color wheel and divide it in half, we can basically go about here, and this side of the color wheel is the warm colors. So you have colors like yellow, orange, and red. And then on the other side of the color wheel are the cool colors, which include green, blue, and violet. So kind of think about those. If you need a color wheel, of course, I can provide you with one. So I'm going to get started with my color choices and you can watch. Here we go. All right, friends, here's my completed Beyond the Frame project. I hope you have just as much fun exploring windows like artists do today, and I cannot wait to see what you do. Let's get started.